I don't think they're ready for this. This is different. A LA Ram podcast, not based in California, but based in Florida? Come on now. You know I had to do it. Ram Nation, stand up. It's Ramily Talk from the Playmakers Bar podcast, hosted by Darnell the Playmakers Silence. Let's talk Rams football. Ladies and gentlemen from across the country, what's going on? You already know who this is. If you haven't know by now, this is Darnell the Playmaker Salad, and I'm here to bring you another edition of Ramily Talk. Now, as usual, we're going to recap what happened the previous week, preview what's coming up this week for the Los Angeles Rams, getting some news and notes, and we're going to be up out of here. Oh, plus Tyler O will get you your Week 5 Rams fantasy talk as well. So this is not going to be too long of an episode, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into last week. We played the New York Football Giants last week, and the Rams won 17-9. Yep, 17-9. Yeah, it wasn't a blowout. It wasn't a comfortable victory. It was an ugly game. And the Giants had more first downs than us. They had more plays than us, more total yards than us, more rushing yards than us. We had more passing yards than them. They held a ton of possession. Each team had a turnover. The Giants mucked it up, made it ugly. I wasn't happy about it. I posted about it, terrible performance, and I said exactly what I said. I don't give a damn how y'all felt. I seen all your comments. I don't give a damn. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. Terrible performance. Didn't like it. But in the end, it was a win. We are 3-1, and we are moving on to next week, which would be the final NFC East team we get to play. We are 3-0. We beat Dallas opening week. We went to Philly and beat them in week 2. This past Sunday, we beat the Giants. Now it's the Washington football team. Sorry. I'm like everybody else. I'm still trying to get used to saying. But it was not impressive. It was ugly. Didn't like it. Derrick Henson only had 9 touches. Why does Derrick Henson only have 9 touches and he's been doing his thing for the first 2 games? Well, not the first 2 games, but the last 2 games. We gave Michael Brown more touches than Derrick Henson. I love Michael Brown. Texas boy. Like him. But Derrick Henson was clearly doing his thing. Did you not see what did we forget what he did to Buffalo? He ran for 100 yards against the Bills defense. The same Bills defense where Josh Jacobs only had 48 yards. On 11 carries though. Nevertheless, this is the same Bills that Derrick Henson went for 100 yards. And against the football Giants, we only give him 9 touches? Really? McVay, I need better, man. Come on, man. You said you were going to ride the hot hand. Derrick Henson was the hot hand coming into the week, and you ain't give him the ball. Nevertheless, a win's a win, 3-1 in the division. Behind the Seattle Seahawks, who are 4-0. We are above the Arizona Cardinals and the San Fran 49ers, who are both 2-2. San Fran coming off a loss to the Eagles I just mentioned on Sunday Night Football. The Cardinals are looking shaky. Looking very shaky right about now. Interesting. The NFC West, best division in football. And now, like I said, it wasn't going to be long, so we are going back to the East Coast for a third consecutive time. And we got to take on the Washington football team, who have decided to bench Dwayne Haskins and put the keys into the hands of Kyle Allen. For those of you who don't remember Kyle Allen was the quarterback when Cam Newton was hurt down in Carolina along with Ron Rivera. He looked good at the beginning, but tailed off at the end. Now he's with Ron Rivera again in Washington, and now he gets the keys and gets the starting nod against us. Aaron Donald, Michael Brockers, Leonard Floyd, I want to see you guys go after him. I want to see how guys put him in the bind. Because best believe if Chase Young is playing, Jonathan Allen is playing, that front seven of the Washington football team, they're going to come for Jared Goff. They're going to come for Jared. It's going to be interesting. The last time we saw this team, it was at the Coliseum, and they beat us by luck. Either way, they won. They are tied for second in their division because the Eagles are 1-2-1. The Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys are both 1-3, and the football Giants are 0-4. So yeah. Now, I need McVay to get this offense going against the Washington football team. I need Jared Goff to be comfortable. I need Darren Henderson to get the ball. By the way, Cam Akers has been practicing this week. So we're going to see how that entails going into Sunday. But I need my offense to look like the offense is supposed to look like against this team. Because the week after this, we all know what's coming the week after this. We take that trip to Santa Clara. Sunday Night Football. San Francisco 49ers. Los Angeles Rams. Sunday night. That's in week 6. That's next week. This week. Against the Washington football team. I need a dominant performance. I need y'all to look at that film, how y'all played against the Giants, correct some things, and get it down. Now, I want to see a better offense come Sunday. Because San Fran is next week. They putting in a new quarterback. It's going to be kind of tricky, but I believe in the defense. The defense will get what they need to get done. And it'll be that. We're 3-1. I predict us being 3-1, so I'm not going to hop on it too much. But we got Washington Sunday. And that Sunday is Sunday Night Football. The week after that, we back at home, Monday Night Football against the Bears. And then we at Miami. 6-2, 7-1. We can't go no lower than 6-2. Because I know for a fact we can beat Washington. I know for a fact we can beat Chicago. And I know for a damn fact we can go down to South Beach and beat the Miami Fitzpatrick Dolphins. Before we get to our bye week. So let's finish this one off. No, let's start this second quarter. The second quarter of this season. With a W. And let's keep it rolling. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I don't really have nothing else for you guys. Because there's really not much to dive into it in the last 2 games between the football Giants and the football team. It's just nothing to talk about. So, I'm going to go ahead and throw it to Tyler O. Tyler O, go ahead and talk to the people. Get them their fantasy Rams talk. And then after that, we just going to close it out and be done with it.
Welcome to Week 5 of Rams Fantasy Talk. I'll be your host, Tyler Orginski. This will be a quick one. I'll get right into it. I like to start with the running backs. Let's start with the good. The Rams so far through 4 weeks. Top 5 in rush attempts in the NFL. Top 3 in terms of rush to pass ratio. They're rushing at a 51.75% rate, the 3rd most in the NFL. 7th in the NFL in yards rushed per game. Tied for 2nd in rush TDs, and they're also in the top 5 in rushing in a neutral game script, which means they're still rushing even if the game is close or they're behind by less than 4 points. This is a rushing football team. This isn't your 2018 Rams. They're trying to run the ball early and often. This is a very fruitful environment for fantasy running backs. The bad part about that is the production is split between 3 backs, and there's no real way to project who it's going to be at any given week. I've given it my best shot and failed multiple times. With that said, I'm advocating for acquiring all Rams backs, Akers, Henderson, Brown, in that order. Sit them on your bench. I suppose there's worse flexes if you're in a pinch. I'm not confident telling anyone to start any of these guys at this point. We need to let the dust settle. But when that dust does settle, there is some serious top 15 upside here. I'd be hard-pressed to tell me that it's going to be this way all year where we can't project who it is. We don't know who the clear starter is. So when that backfield sorts itself out, you want to have that back on your bench. Again, I think Akers has the best shot at it, then Henderson, then Malcolm Brown. One of these guys is a potential league winner. It just needs to sort itself out. Acquire him, sit him on your bench, and don't start him unless you're in a pinch. The Rams draw the Washington football team this week. A pretty average matchup, especially from the run perspective. It's not a hard draw, but it's not a smash spot. So again, I'm not advocating for starting any of these running backs. From a wide receiver perspective, Kupp has been outperforming Woods as of late. Any concern about Kupp's snap count is out the window. Both their starts every week. Nothing of note here. Josh Reynolds, however, has clearly beaten out rookie Van Jefferson as of now for that wide receiver 3 role. In the past, that 3 role had some value, but now this is a rushing football team, so there's really not a lot of value with Josh Reynolds with Kupp and Woods healthy. If you wanted to stash him on a deeper bench, it wouldn't be the worst scenario, but on regular-sized bench leagues, he's best left on the waiver wire. Goff seriously disappointed in his smash spot last week, reminding us all how average he is. Even in great matchups, he can still dud. He's not an option in single QB leagues this week. It's really tough for me to see myself advocating for starting Goff in any single QB leagues at all this year. Obviously, he's a super flex option, but he's going to be on your waiver wire if you only get to start one quarterback. My big concern here is for Tyler Higbee. He's only running routes on about 50% of the Rams' dropbacks, well below what you want to see for an elite tight end, especially fantasy tight end. He's also blocking on a quarter of the passing snaps, which is not good, and he's not even really playing on any third and long situations. All those are warning signs for him not being involved in the pass game and being more of a blocker. On top of that, Gerald Everett is playing on a majority of the third and long situations, and his routes keep creeping up. It was around 20% in week 2, and it's jumped all the way up to the mid 40% in week 4. All of this on a team that is a rushing football team. They're running the ball over half the time, third most in the NFL. There are some serious concerns going forward for Tyler Higbee. Currently, depending on your format, he's sitting at that tight end 8-9 range. I expect that to fall. If you can move him now, get something of value, do it. Personally, I would trade him straight up for Evan Ingram. Might sound crazy, but Higbee's potential is slowly dipping down. I would cut bait while you still can. Rams defense special teams is in play because they're playing Kyle Allen and the Washington football team. But that's all I got. Thanks for joining me on Rams Fantasy Talk. Tell somebody you love them. Later.
All right, Tyler, appreciate it. We had some more positive tests coming from Tennessee. It's not looking too good for the Titans because the NFL look like they about to crack some things down. They might have to forfeit their game against the Buffalo Bills. Stephon Gilmore for the New England Patriots. He tested positive for the corona. Sad to see, sad to hear. Wish him nothing but the best. But hopefully he's the only one in New England can still play their game this coming week. Other than that, enjoy your weekend. Let's go Rams. Let's make it 4-1. Let's get ready for San Fran next week. I'll let you guys next week previewing the Sunday night battle between the Rams and 49ers. Deuces.